And I can almost say it myself, I almost wanted to quit. Genuinely, I almost wanted to quit because I was just comparing myself to other people. You should never do that. You got to enjoy what you're putting out there, because at the end of the day, you're making this content for yourself. And the only way you're going to keep making the content is if it's fun. What is up, guys? It is Dkambzz, and we are back again with another video. But today we got a little special one for y'all, and it is finally 1 year with this channel on YouTube. In all seriousness, I really do appreciate everybody that watched my videos over the last year, liked, commented, subscribed, and shared it even, honestly, because with this channel, honestly, it was just more of an experiment, but honestly, I decided to take it a little bit more serious as the months went on. And once again, yeah, I do really appreciate everybody that took the time to watch and do whatever you wanted to do with the videos. But with that being said, we're actually going to take a quick look at my analytics for the last year. Now, this should be pretty interesting because obviously everybody's channel is going to be different nonetheless, but I am really curious. Obviously, most people will probably look at their analytics, which is rightfully so, just because it tells you a lot of information. For example, which videos are doing good, which videos are not doing good. I definitely do look at my analytics a lot, but I haven't looked at my analytics as a whole for a year. I feel like now is the perfect time to take a look. I want to tell you guys exactly what worked out for me, what didn't, and what would I do differently. And I want to be real with you, most of what I thought would grow my channel didn't really work in the way that I thought it would. But a few things really changed everything. So if you're a small creator and you're trying to get up, to get that first 1,000 subs, get that first 500 views even, I think this video might just save you. So if y'all see right here, I got my YouTube channel, or I got my YouTube popped up, loaded. We got my boy Julian over here. If you guys don't know already, follow Juju. He makes really good football content. So if we take a look here, we're currently sitting on 1.18K subscribers, which is about, I think, is a 1,100. But firstly, I just really want to talk about the first aspect, which is the videos. So if we go to my oldest videos here, I started off something with completely different than what I actually do now. I was kind of hitting a very, very niche part of YouTube. Sometimes when you go a little bit too niche, it's not as good as you might think. And that's definitely what happened here. I decided to play mini clip games. And as a result, you know, there was really, well, for a new channel, there was not going to be any views at all, but I'm not gonna lie, there was absolutely nothing. I was already kind of thinking, like, I don't know if this YouTube stuff is for me. For me, I feel like to really be able to do this and be successful with it, you gotta have fun with it, especially at the start, because it's almost like a relationship where it's like you should be in the honeymoon phase. You should be enjoying, you should be loving exactly what you're posting, or else you're just going to fall out of love with it. But I kept on posting it, and I was just like, you know, something's just telling me that, like, you know, this is really fun and I like to do this. But yeah, so looking here, yeah, so we have a couple of videos, I would say, that didn't even reach the 100 miles. This is my first video that hit 100 views, and I think this video, I think it only hit 100 views maybe like 5 months ago. But if we look at my last videos, we have been going on a very good streak, I would say, honestly. A lot of people have been tuning into a lot of my shorts. I made a lot of shorts, especially in the last like day or two. If you guys haven't already watched them, take a look. But yeah, like I have like a lot of shorts that I made in the last few days. And that's really been helping me with, for example, watch time, and just getting my content out there a little bit longer. Shorts doesn't always bring in, for example, retention or subscribers, likes, comments. But for me, shorts, I feel like stimulates my channel. So if we actually take a look here at my video or my shorts metrics, here we have, for example, things like the publish time, the duration, engaged views, watch time, average view duration, impressions, click-through rate, and views. If you guys want, you guys can take a little bit of pause of the video, but this honestly denotes a lot of history and information that you guys could use. If you see here at the bottom, I only got, for example, 50 views, 100 views, 50 views, 40 views on my first few shorts, and that was because obviously I was not only a new channel, but I was also uploading a very, very niche subject. I feel like once I started to like broaden in it, make it something that a lot of people I feel like would watch, or even, for example, myself, I would watch like a random day. That's when I started to see a little bit more of a change in the way my shorts started. With shorts, if anybody remembers, I kind of started off with shorts, and that was because something that could help my channel at the time. And if you look there, like for example, this is not bad numbers, honestly, for a channel that probably had like 0 views, maybe 2 or 3 views. Stimulating your channel with shorts was not a bad idea. Shorts is a better tool at the moment, I would say, for smaller channels, because your content actually does get out there a lot more, and you always have that chance, I feel like, with shorts. So if you make a really good short and it's like 10 to 15, 20 seconds long and it's interesting, people will watch it, rather than, for example, a 10-minute video from a 0 subscriber channel. I got my most, well, this is actually my most viewed short on my channel at the moment. Then I went up to the 23rd, and you guys pretty much see that there is a steady growth on each of my shorts in the last couple of days. I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit of audience retention. And pretty much what this is just how engaged is your audience during a certain time, or for example during a video. Yeah, it definitely shows you, and it's really informative on what parts are people pretty much watching the video still. And honestly, this is not bad at all. Like, people are still watching around the 1 minute 30 mark, and this video only probably has like about like 100 views, so honestly, like, this is still okay, honestly. So if we take a look at my analytics for we'll do the year, or the last 365. So if we look at the analytics for the last 365, we obviously have a very, very interesting telling point. Obviously, as you can see here, we have a lot of videos and shorts that were uploaded. But just look at this gap right here. This gap shouldn't be a thing. From August 3rd to October 8th. I'm telling you, if you do this, your channel will be exactly like mine. I generally think that I kind of sold at the moment with my channel. I'm at the point where I'm kind of catching up to where I could have been, because of the fact that I missed out on 2-3 months just right here. And I was just not even, I could have, for example, uploaded anything, honestly, in the middle, even a short, but I didn't. And for me, I generally think one thing everybody that is growing, as well as myself, has to learn is that even if your video is mid, you have to upload it. Like, I'm not saying that don't edit your video, don't do, like, pretty much give your video the bare minimum, but I'm saying that even if your video or your idea you feel like might not hit, just upload it. I promise you're gonna thank yourself, because at least then if you upload it, you're stimulating, once again, you're stimulating that algorithm, and people are gonna come to your channel. People are gonna watch it. Even if it's 5 people, 10 people, 50 people, they are going to watch the video at least for even 30 seconds. And that's good for you. Like 3 months, you're gonna improve easily. So I would say, for example, especially something that I would do if I restarted my channel today, is that I would upload at least 2 to 3 times a day if I can. Whatever my niche is, whatever I want to do, I would upload that at least 2 to 3 times. If you know YouTube, you'll understand, but thumbnails are such a big part of YouTube, obviously, because it's inviting the viewer, it's inviting a person that wants to watch videos and think, you know what, let me watch this video because the thumbnail looks intriguing, and the title. Like, for example, Julian, the guy I showed you guys at the start, I studied his titles, for example, and his thumbnails, and I kind of emulated it and almost adjusted it into the way that I wanted to make not only my titles and thumbnails, but for the content I was doing, for the content I'm doing with my channel as well. Now I started to find a little bit of consistency in the way that I uploaded my videos, and what I wanted to do. For example, like Omi is still something that I want to use and want to do to this day. IRLs, for example, playing sports or eating, are still things that I want to do to this day. And I just kept on feeding the algorithm that. And thankfully, for example, for a video like this, it actually worked out. At the time, this was like definitely one of my better videos. But definitely, when you look at my oldest videos, it's a lot of consistency. Like, for example, my first 3 videos were 3 mini clip gameplays or online gaming, computer games. Then I had, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4. I was like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. I had 4 reaction videos to like Instagram. Then I kind of had this video that kind of just got shot up. Anyways, though, then I had Omi. I had Omi again, and I had Omi again. And then I had like another reaction video. This one was really good too. Another reaction video. Just like, even though this one got 60, look, I got 1K on this video. My first 1K, I believe. Oh no, my second 1K. This one almost has 2,000. Oh my gosh. 1K on this video. I got 67 views on my next video, and I got 52 views on my next video. When I saw this, I can't even lie to you. I was like, bro, what? this is going to make no sense to people that are just starting out, because it's like, how can you, it's like almost like the algorithm. You're just like, how could you do this to me? Like, you're telling me that you just gave me my first 1K in like a little while after having, for example, 1K just like a couple of days ago, and you're going to give me 60 views and 50 views on my next 2 videos after that? Like, it almost just feels like, it almost just feels unfair. But at the end of the day, this has to happen so that you learn and you get to know how the algorithm works. And it's just a learning curve at the end of the day. Now, if I had to start YouTube again from zero, there's a couple of things I would definitely do. And I know this is probably a part of my journey and a part of almost my history, but I probably wouldn't have uploaded these 3 videos. And that's just not because, for example, I hate them or anything like that, but it's just because that's just not even really close to what I was doing or wanted to do at the time. I just wanted to upload anything. And this is the thing. I just wanted to upload anything. But at the same time, I feel like you got to upload something that's within the realms of what you want to do in terms of YouTube. Because if you're trying to upload anything, and for example, if it's going to be completely different towards your niche, there's no point. You're just going to hurt yourself because your next few videos are going to do terribly. If I posted these few videos, for example, as my first videos, I promise they probably would have got better views because they're the same type of videos. But I decided to put out 3 free computer game videos and then just give YouTube a reaction video. That's not how it works. It's not going to correlate. So if I was you, I would pick a niche, whether it be, for example, makeup, whether it be gaming, whether it be racing, whether it be IRLs, gym, whatever it must be. I would pick a content lane. I would post at least 2 videos a week if I can, and at least 1 to 2 shorts, clips from whatever content I'm making. I would study thumbnails and just make sure that my thumbnails are intriguing with the titles. And I would optimize for watch time, something that I've done honestly throughout my channel. If you look right here, I'm not shy at all. A lot of my videos are over 10 minutes, and that's because I obviously want to be monetized. But when we're looking at it, for example, like literally since the jump, I love over 10-minute videos. And lastly, ignore your subs for 6+ months. I'm not going to say the other number, but ignore your subs for a couple months. Because if you don't ignore your subs, you're just going to keep thinking, you're going to keep comparing yourself to other people. You're just going to be thinking like, oh, you know what? I should have 10 subs. I should have 50 subs. I should have 100 subs. Comparison is the thief of joy. Now, at the end of the day, sometimes it is good to compare. For example, if I want to compare myself to Julian and be like, okay, you know what? Julian does this well and I don't do this well. If I go to his channel right now, rather than me being like, oh, I want 18K, I want 20K, I want his 10K, I'm going to go to Julian and be like, you know what? Oh, you know what? He has really, really interesting and good thumbnails. I want to do thumbnails kind of like this. You don't have to do the exact same thumbnails, especially because I'm not going to be in the same niche as him. But I can look at his thumbnails and be like, okay, you know what? There's really bright colors here. I see the boldness in the text. I like the way that he incorporated, for example, like score numbers or people's pictures in the background. I like the way that he highlighted himself almost as like he like stands out. Every single thumbnail you see of this guy, it's just like, it just catches your eye. It just looks golden. It's like really good quality, especially when you go into it. These are things that you can really take in as a fellow content creator or hobby, whatever you want to call it. And these are just pointers that you can really look at other people's channels, especially people that are, for example, under 10K, and just be like, you know what? They were able to get to that point because now their content is becoming a lot more refined. And I can almost say it myself, I almost wanted to quit. Genuinely, I almost wanted to quit because I was just comparing myself to other people. You should never do that. You got to enjoy what you're putting out there, because at the end of the day, you're making this content for yourself. And the only way you're going to keep making the content is if it's fun. If you really, really want it, you can do it. If you are a small content creator, comment still grinding in the comments below. I will reply to everybody that says it. I will reply to everybody in general, especially that is in the comments. If you guys did enjoy these type of videos, let me know. Maybe, for example, in a year, we can do 2 years. We can take a look at where I am in 2 years. I really hope, we're going to be busting. What? We're going to be going crazy. What? Especially in 1 year's time from now. But yeah, once again, have a good rest of your day, guys. And thank you so much for watching. Peace.